Now, your vibe matters. Your vibration comes to matter, and no truer words have been said because it is actually the human form that is the creator. It is interesting for us that you often speak of the creator as something separate for you. And whilst there is an infinite source, whilst there is the, if you like, the creator of the creators, you humans, human beings above other beings in the multi-dimensionality that we know as the universe, it is the humans that are in fact the conduit that make thought, that make vibration, that make emotion, that make frequency come into being. Mm, and it is through your senses, which some of you call your imagination. It is through the way that you envisage and the way that you hear and the way that you feel that encourages the vibration to begin to take form. And then it is usually a human being who then brings this into fruition. Now, this is in some ways, as we hear some of your questions of, well, what about trees and what about lakes and what about flowers? There is a truth to that, that without the human form, the landscape that you know as Earth would be vastly different because the Earth has been, despite what common thoughts may suggest, the earth has been provided for humans as your let's call it playgrounds, because it is a playground. This has always been there for you to enjoy and to be in joy in this space. And you know this because when you are taking a walk and you are in pure nature, your feelings tell you that you feel good. And when you see the sun moving through the tree and you appreciate the beauty of it, or you see a flower blooming and you appreciate the majesty of this flower, or you smell the scent of the rose and you appreciate how magnificent this is, you can understand that it is through your senses that the world is experienced. But we would like to tell you this, that it is also through your senses that the world comes into experience. This is not to say that there would be no Earth without human, but Earth would be very different to how it is now. It is your consciousness and your presence that is what is creating Earth as we know this. It's very much is the playground for the humans. And yes, you are joined by these beautiful animals and wildlife and plants and crystals and also elementals and other beings that you may or may not be aware of, yet it is all here to support the human form as we know it for the